Hey everyone, welcome back to Low Luxury, the channel where I show you what authentic luxury clothing and streetwear looks like. And today I am so psyched to be showing you a legit Givenchy jacket. Look at that thing, let's get into it. But before we get going, I've looked into it and a very tiny percentage of you are actually subscribed to the channel. So it doesn't cost you anything. If you like the content I make, just click that subscribe button and I thank you profusely. So first things first, let's get a good look at those retail tags. So this is a glossy white kind of container here. And down at the bottom embossed, you can feel those letters. You've got Givenchy Paris underneath. Take a look at that font, that spacing, all that is going to be consistent everywhere you see it. And you can see the thickness of it there, and it's kind of an extra piece down there, that bottom piece, you can see the lip of it, right? And the end of this is perforated here. And inside it's got a nice little booklet. And this also has the embossed Givenchy logo on it. And the seam is up top here, and it opens like this. So this first page is quite a thick cardstock here for the cover, but then the inner pieces are just regular, quite thin paper. And of course it starts off in French and then English, where it says, "We would like to thank you for having purchased a Givenchy Pret-a-Porter design. The product was created for you by the Givenchy fashion house in Paris. Its design epitomizes the quality and supreme elegance for which Givenchy has been famous since 1952. And then it talks about each clothing made specially and any unique attributes and such. Then it talks about printed fabrics, then leather items, then embroidered and or sequined items, denim items, and furs. Then there's some space, and down at the bottom it says if you require any more information or have other questions, so on and so forth. Then there's a blank page, and it gets into an Asian language. That continues, a couple new Asian languages, and that is the end. And then the back is that cardstock as well, matte on the inside, matte white, glossy white on the outside. And then all of that is tied together with a nice thin white string that goes up through the zipper on this piece. Now let's take a look at the brand tag at the back of the neck. So as you can see, it is an embroidered tag, black on white, and it's got that Givenchy Paris logo embroidered in there. Again, that font is consistent. And on the back, you can see the back side of that coming through. And it does have a little border at the top and bottom there. And you can see the way that this tag lays. It's half and half on the inside and then over on the hood here. And it's stitched on the left and right sides by a single horizontal white stitch. And that tag does fold over there. Next, let's take a look at the fabric tags inside the shirt. So if you were wearing the jacket, this would be on your left side. There's a nice little hidden pocket here, and this is Velcro. So if you just undo that, that is where the fabric tags live, inside of there. So you can see right up front here is a nice little embroidered loop tag with the size, and it is European suit sizing, and this is a size 46, which equals out to about a US small. And this is a very thick kind of polyester glossy white satin tag. And it says made in Slovakia, which is very interesting for a kind of luxury piece. You don't hear Slovakia that often, but perhaps they're good with this type of fabric. You get a model number, which you can look up online to double check and make sure yours is legit. Fabrication, which is 100% polyamide. And then you get your symbols down there, and then washing instructions in French. When we turn that over, we get the washing instructions in English, our symbols, and the LVMH info down here, because they are owned by the Louis Vuitton group. Now let's take a look at some of the unique parts of this piece, because there are a lot, and we'll start with the zippers. So it is a matte black plastic zipper, and down at the bottom there you can see Givenchy Paris that is pressed in there. And it's a nice kind of square-shaped zipper, a bit different from what you'd usually see. And these teeth are a glossy black plastic as well. And it looks like they go onto a sort of nylon piece right there, and you can see the texture of that. Down at the bottom here, you'll see something important, which is that these are Riri brand zippers. And that is notable because that is a very premium, well-known zipper brand. They're Swiss and they're used by Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, Margiela, and a lot of other luxury groups. And they're especially known for this kind of nylon zipper, which of course is great for a windbreaker type material, which this is. As you can see, the color is kind of a mustard gold on black, and it is very thin, which is honestly great. The hem is rolled over here and elasticated, as you can see, so it has stretch to it. And those can be pulled with these pieces right here. You can see the grommets there. And then you've got this kind of piece of foam right here that could hold it in place if you need to. And each one of those has that piece. You'll see the same thing at the ends of the hood here. These, instead of drawstrings, it's elasticated, again with that foam piece, and it also has the grommets there. The inside of the hood is lined with the same material, as are the pockets. But when you get inside the jacket, it's a single layer, so you can see the backside of this where the colors are much lighter, and there's a bit of a kind of white wax texture to it. And this is really nice because it makes it thinner and obviously more performance oriented. Behind the zipper, on the right side if you're wearing it, there is quite a long piece that goes under that. The sleeves also have elastic bands in them, which allow them to clasp really tight to your wrists. And the back of the hood is two pieces here, which you can see are sewn together really, really cleanly. So now that we've checked everything out, I think it's time we put this on, see how it feels, and see how it fits. I really like the way this fits. It grabs you nice and tight around the waist and the wrists, and I really like where it falls on my body. It falls just a couple inches below the line of the belt. You get a bit more space in the body, and the hood has a nice relaxed feel to it. Obviously, the material is super, super soft, super comfortable. It doesn't feel sticky or anything like some windbreakers do. It's actually really smooth, which may be because of that kind of waxed feeling inner that I talked about earlier. So that is how you tell the difference between a real and a fake Givenchy jacket. Take a look at the other video on screen here, subscribe to this channel, and like this video. I'll see you next time.